Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Miss Liz's Tea Times. That's right, it's evening tea again, and tonight I am joined with Charlotte Howard, an amazing woman and also a friend and a sister of mine, a gem sister. That's right. Unstoppable Gems was launched 2 days ago, and Charlotte will be sharing some awesome news about that as well later on tonight. So with that, I'm going to give the stage to Charlotte and let her share her business tools with all of you. And if you have any questions, don't be shy. Reach out and ask away. Tonight's going to be a blast. The stage is yours, Charlotte.
Awesome. First of all, I'd like to thank you, Elizabeth, for having your show. I'm super excited, and I want to thank each and every one of you for being with us. And so I have a lot of great tools, a lot of women entrepreneurs, small business owners as well. If you head over to iamhoward.com. Again, that's iamhoward.com. You get access to my free book, which outlines exactly how I'm able to help you find within 45 minutes an additional $100,000 or more in revenue might not have been able to find if you were trying to do it yourself. Each and every one unique gifts that we can really bring into the world and help people's lives and their business really successful. And so as a that we launched the Unstoppable Gems very first book, women just like you sharing what they live and do, and already been a success because many of you have already went out and helped us by helping us to promote the book with all of these friends that are a part of this collaborative project. They have been promoting and sharing all over social, as well as offline. And of course, the book has already gone international bestseller, and it's been in the hot new release, climbing up to the number one. We're just a couple of spots away. So, I thank each and every one of you for helping us make that possible. Elizabeth, I don't know if you want to ask me some questions or if anyone is chiming in and they would like to ask me any questions.
Well,
in the business,
in the studio
as well.
In the studio, we have Shar, so she's also another one of our beautiful gems from Unstoppable Gems that's here. So, and she's saying hello, ladies. I also have a watch party going on as well, Charlotte. So I'm going to have people messaging there, and I'm going to have people messaging in the studio. So for the tools that you want to show people on how to receive $100,000 extra revenue, how do you go about that?
So how I go about it is I really take their business, like who is your audience. That's the first thing we establish. Because before you of marketing, you need to know who your target audience is, what types of problems you can definitely solve. Because again, everybody has difference going on, as well as their lives. And so you need to get really clear on that before, of course, you begin any time. One of the things I do to help once we establish who your target audience is and exactly what's one problem that specifically that you can help them solve. Of course, there are a ton of problems to solve, but I always like to tell my clients to focus on one. Because they're different lead magnets that's really highly targeted. That person specifically solve that problem that they're just ready to ready to get rid of as well. So what I do is I take a glimpse inside your business, help you hone in on your target audience. Let's solve one, then move into the next problem, into the and then what we do is we create like lead mag, other marketing materials that's geared around what it is that your target audience is, so that you can then provide a solution to that problem. One of the common things, like when I'm working with others, the common thing that I constantly get is, how can I engage? And so one of the things I like to do is figure out, again, who's that target audience that you're looking to serve. And so once we establish that, then we can then begin creating all of these marketing pieces and having what I like to, well, sales funnels in place, so that you can then your email list and other platforms that you'd like to be on. So those are just some of the things that we do. We of course, I help create their own unique influx, meaning like whether it's a ebook or a physical book. Help them to turn their business into, take their book and actually turn it into a business, and help them build it out to six figures and beyond, if that's their, sometimes people don't have that goal, and that's perfectly fine, but achieve whatever goal your heart desires. So we just start with those are just we start with, Elizabeth.
So what got you into doing this, Charlotte?
That's a great question. So, thanks for asking. One of the things, back in 2000, because I come from the beauty industry background, I still have my cosmetology license. I've been actually styling a lot of my friends' hair at school. One of the things that I I did to earn additional income while I was in high school was to some of my friends' hair, because they were always like, "You're not." I just pay way to go to the football game, the basketball game. I'm not paying for it. So what are you gonna do? It's like they pushed me to try to figure out a way how I was going to begin implementing strategies for me to earn my own money, so they wouldn't have to, worry about those games and that I wanted to attend. So fast forward though, Elizabeth, I graduated from high school. I got my cosmetology license, and boy, like all have been programmed. Our family, they, go to school, finish, graduate, get a job, and you're on the path to success. So I did that, like my parents, told me to do, and I, was very successful with that, but not as successful enough, because started manager for one of the top beauty in companies, Regis Corporation, multiple salons, for them. It's $1 billion industry leader, Regis Corporation. And when I did that, I wind up, getting really burnt out, tired, didn't freedom. I would always be, working, would hardly see my family. And my daughter at the time. And so I would just hate to see her cry when I would come off from a 12-hour shift from, work salon, hardly having any time, like I said, no travel or spending time with friends, and I would just have to go like the next day. It'd be another, and I loved what I was doing, but I got diagnosed with carpal tunnel syndrome after, being overworked. And I didn't get paid that much for the work that I did behind the chair, but I really, really loved it. It was a very rewarding us every time I would go and manage a different company. I would have a bunch of clients following me, trying to figure out which salon am I going to be at. Really enjoyed coming to me to get their hair done, and their eyebrow waxes and all of that good stuff. And I really enjoyed that, but I could no longer continue working like how I was working. One of a week, I would be averaging hours a week in work, and it, like I said, it out. And so, with all of, I had to, after my doctor said, Charlotte, you have to find a new profession. This prescription, and just, you're going to have to hand it over to your bosses. They're going to have to put you on a different position. And in the beauty educated, and I coached and I trained. I love, even with my doctor telling, I was wondering, like, why, like, how can I take my skills that I already learned all for 2 decades and actually it into implementation, for something that I'm still like. And so that's when I actually formed my consulting and coaching for professionals. And then writing articles, and just started getting a lot of media hits because of the articles and be covering. And then I started doing radio shows and things like that, to really stay in the area. And I'm a people person, so I love people. I love connecting, and I wanted to still be a part of that industry and be connected. And so from there, I just started diving into, more women entrepreneurial brands, along with the beauty industry. So those are two different, of course, that I have a tendency to attract because of me sharing my story, and a lot of beauty industry professionals can definitely relate to being overworked and underpaid and not having time to do the things that they as well.
Okay, we have a question here, Charlotte, from Shar for you. It says, what was a major stumbling block that you were faced with when you were transitioning from corporate America to emperorship? Entrepreneurship. I have a hard time with that word.
Yes, that's no problem. Elizabeth, you did great.
Yes. Some words so are just like my tongue, right?
I get tongue tied all the time, so hey, it's fine. Yes, that is a great question. A question that I actually I get that often. One of the major some course was I didn't have the income that I wanted to have while I was making the transition, because again, I wasn't prepared. I thought that having a job was stability for me in my life, because that's what my parents told me. That's what success looks like. That's what that everybody else, family, their parents, grandparents, just go get a job and go to school, and you're on the path to success. And people think that is stability. I'm wrong in a job, because while I was on the job, I my business at the same time. But eventually, of course, I away from that, because I I wanted to be able to spend time with my things that I do, and that's helping other people at the same time as well. So that was a really big step for me, because I know nest egg, and I know what a nest egg, what it looked like. And nowadays, you really need to have more. If you're just, having just one income stream coming in, you definitely want to make sure that you have one coming in. And about the Unstoppable Gems project, we actually, work with women to really show them how to take what they love, what they're passionate about, and turn impactful, influential, able to increase your income and change at the same time. And I think that's what makes.
But we're also joined with another gem. Mary Lee is here as well. So look at that. All the gems are out here tonight, and we're just shining away. And we have some people that are saying hi.
Mary, to you.
And we have a hi from
Hello,
Lorenzo.
everyone.
We have a lot of people that are signing on and joining on.
Hello.
And if you do miss the show, you can watch a recap, and this will be available to share around. I make it so that you're able to share it with all of your platforms as well, Charlotte, after the show. So, and any information that you have or anything that you're doing, I'll get you to put that in the comments after the show as well. And since we're on tea time, is there any special memory you have of tea, or any favorite kind of tea that you like?
My goodness. Oh my goodness. Fanatic. And so my all-time favorite time with tea is like when my grandmother, she still does this when I can get back to St. Steve, brings her special attire, and we talk and we have tea. It's like family time. We family games like Scrabble and things like that. So that's like favorite memory. Go away, and it's. I feel like having the girlfriends or mom or sister, it's just a great way to be able to take time out and connect with your family. I love different tea. I love lavender teas. Goodness, herbal teas. I have a house full of tea.
So you're the tea house lady.
Yes, yes, absolutely.
That is awesome. I love girls who love tea. So
we love.
I feel the love with you ladies. Like, I feel totally blessed and honored to be a part of Unstoppable Gems. And like Charlie said, it's almost there. So if you haven't got your copy, get your copy. We want to go number one. So Charlotte is an amazing lady. Charlotte actually reached out to me and asked me to share my story. And I was like, who, me? Like, and yeah, me. And look where we are now. We're almost at number one international, right? So, and Char loves tea too. So, so we're gonna have to have a good old tea party there in December.
Yes.
So, is there
absolutely.
Is there any tools, Charlotte, that you would like to share that has gotten you to where you are today? Is it the confidence? Is it the self-esteem? What kind of message would you like to give the viewers?
Well, it's all of that esteem, the self-confidence, operating in alignment is what you are called, being surrounded by women entrepreneurs who believe in you, believe in yourself, and that's what you definitely have to be around. And I have to give a shout out to time coach and mentor Carrie, because I've been under her wings for, oh goodness, it's been, I can't, I have to stop counting, because from the very start of this, so much, and continue to learn from her. And so having a good coach and a good mentor is really crucial, essential. And I have to also give a shout out to all of you and Dr. Carmen for us putting together the entire movement. It's just been so far, and we look forward to definitely going to hold as.
Oh, I'm sure it's going to be a journey. It's going to be an adventurous journey, right? Because we all have our own special flavors, and we're all bringing something different to the table, right? I've read the stories of all 8, like including myself, and reading my own story was empowering, right? Because when I wrote it, I had a hard time writing it, and I really wasn't sure if I was going to do it, right? And then we talked, and you encouraged me to continue on, and I'm sure all of the other gems have felt the same way. You know, we all self-doubted ourselves, but look at us now today. Like, we're bestsellers, guys. So be proud of that and own it and stand on it, right? Like we've come a long way, all of us, all 8 of us, and we've been connected for a reason, and we're going to make a difference. And this movement is just the beginning, because Charlotte has big ideals for more gems and more stories. So reach out to Charlotte. She will share her information. And Charlotte is an amazing lady. Like, she is truly a little rock star. Like, she means a lot to me.
Thank you.
You truly mean a lot to me, Charlotte. And I want to thank all of my.
Oh, you.
Well, thank you, dear. I want you to name all of the gems, because this is your baby. I'm only part of one gem, but I'd like you to name all of the gems so everybody can reach out to all of the gems.
Absolutely. To reach out to your nearest and dearest gems, of course. Carmen Thomas, Miss Elizabeth Gagnon, Morton, Rosalind Williams, Kimberly and Dr. Kucher, and Shar L. Halliburton, known as Shar. And I'm also known her too. So we have 2 Shars in the project.
So we're sharing gems.
Gems. Yes.
There we go, right? We're polishing those gems up, and we're getting out there, and we're making a difference, right? I'd like to do something different tonight.
Absolutely.
I would like to invite the 2 gem sisters that are in studio. So I'm going to send them an invite. All you ladies have to do is click the link, and you'll be in the studio with us. So I'm going to send you the link right now. And Charlotte, if you'd like to share a little bit more on how people can reach you and where they can reach you. And I'm going to invite the ladies in, and then we're going to have a little tea party here.
I love it. Thank you for doing that.
Not a problem.
Yeah, and you can definitely, yes, everyone, you can definitely connect. If you're watching this on Facebook, feel free to send me a friend request. Connect with me. I'm on all social media, Charlotte Howard, and find me on all social media as well. But you can go to my website at iamcharlottehoward.com, and that's spelled just like, Carolina and Howard University. feel free to ask me any questions, any burning questions that you may have. If you want to launch a book, or you business, or would like to learn how to market business or your book, or even turn your book into a or course program, I can definitely assist you with that as well. So that's ihoward.com, and you can definitely.
Thank you, Charlotte, so much. So I've invited the two ladies. So we're going to see if this works, because this is the first time. And I always like to keep my tea parties interesting and different. Not one is the same. So everyone is yes. different, right? And tonight I went shopping, and because right. we're gems, right? So I wanted to bring the magic in. So I got yes. a little unicorn. We got the magic. And I'm drinking unicorn tea. So I'm drinking unicorn tea by Steep Tea. Oh. So if you'd like to get some unicorn tea, my link is on my page.
Oh, I'm gonna have to get that.
And it's purple hot and it's pink cold. Yes. So it's magical tea. So you want to get some of that. Oh. So I'm bringing the magic into tea time. Mm-hmm. So there's always something different with Miss Liz. Miss Liz I've been asked to sing. That's going to be happening in the future. I'm writing a song. I'm going to be singing with another guest that was on before. I am opening the doors for anybody who wants to be different. We're going to make a difference. And I also want to thank Charlotte, because Charlotte shared a very personal story with me on how she got to where she was by sharing her story on abuse. And that is one thing that Miss Liz does, is bring awareness to abuse, bring awareness to mental health, and bring awareness to grief. 3 things I have lived with. And I want to bring it in your homes in a positive way through a cup of tea. So I'm waiting for these ladies. You ladies just need to click on the link, and let's see if this works. And let's bring some magic in and bring some gems, and let's shine this room right up tonight. And Charlotte, do you have any more news on Unstoppable? Have we gone up a little bit more, or do we need to push? What do we need to do?
We need to definitely, and because we want to impact, of course, so many people's lives, and we're on here and see if we have dates, and I know we're still climbing. Let's see.
So I have posted on my Facebook and on Miss Liz and on all of my platforms, on Twitter, LinkedIn, and Instagram, and all of the other gems have as well. So check out their pages. Check these ladies out. Like, they're amazing ladies. And if you need them to speak at any of your events, reach out to them. Empowering stories and making a huge difference. Oh, we have Shar. Shar is in the studio. So we're gonna bring Shar in, and we're gonna look at that. It does. Welcome, Shar.
Hello.
So we have 3 gems on the screen now. Do we get a number 4? I'm looking for a number 4. So Mary Lee, click on that link and let's get in here and let's do some gemming. So Shar, would you like to share a little bit about your experience with Charlotte?
Okay, I'm sorry. Ask the question again, please.
I'd like to share a little bit of your experience with Charlotte and how you got Unstoppable Gems.
Yes. So I saw a post on Dr. Carmen's page, and I read it, and I'm like, I felt drawn to the post. It said, first of all, I was attracted to the project because it was for Women's History Month. We were launching on Women's History Month, and it was, women telling their story. So I looked at it, I'm like, something just told me to reach out, and I sent in the request to join. And then it was maybe like a week or so, and then Charlotte ended up contacting me, and we set up a time to talk. And I just felt like this was a project for me. I just felt like, yes, do it. And it was last minute, I found out about it near the end of the project. And then I contacted Charlotte, we spoke, and I felt like this was the thing for me to do, because I'm so and I'm so passionate about telling my story, about just overcoming those obstacles that kind of stop us. And sometimes we don't realize that we're in our own way. And so I was so passionate about it. And then when I heard about the project, I was just like, yes, this is something that I want to do.
Awesome. Charlotte has really changed all of our lives, right? And
Yeah.
Dr. Carmen Thompson. And I haven't met any of you ladies. Like, I'm in Canada. So where are you living, Char?
I'm in Southfield, Michigan,
Oh, wow.
close to Detroit. Yeah.
And Charlotte, you're where again?
I actually live in South Carolina, like 5 minutes from Charleston, South Carolina. I actually was born in Charleston.
So see, everyone, the world is connecting, and gems are connecting anywhere, right? Like we're bringing the gems all over. And Charlotte and Carmen did an amazing job on Unstoppable Gems. So if you haven't gotten your copy, please get out there and get your copy. And the hard copies are getting printed as soon as next week, I believe, right, Charlotte?
Well, it's already a wrap up on the customized covers for all of you ladies.
But that's going to be amazing. Like we're
wrapped
all
up, but addition go. But we're surprised. Well, I didn't with opportunity for you to
I always have that
your,
way of pulling it out, right?
On the cover. Yes.
I have that little pole, I guess, that gets everything out of the bag before it's supposed to be out of the bag. But it's on a good platform, right? It's on Miss Liz, and it's on one of the gems. So so Char,
yes.
Is there anything you would like anybody to know about your story and why they should get out there, and what are you encouraging with your story?
So my story is called Flying Fearless, and I talk about an experience that kind of changed my life. And it's something that, people may say like, oh, that's nothing, but it was something for me. So about 3 years ago, I went to Vegas and I had an opportunity to do a zip line experience. And so when we chose to do the zip line experience, there were two options. One was you could sit down and fly across. And then the other one is that you could fly Superman style across the area. And so I thought we were doing the easy one. But then when we got up to the top, they said, oh, no, we're doing the one that you have to fly across like Superman. I'm like, oh, my God, what have I done? Because I was always so guarded in life. And I was like, oh, my God, this is scary because I was scared of heights. But I said, you know what? I just said a quick prayer and I said, I'm going to go ahead and do it. But when I did it, it activated something in me. And it changed my life because, like I said, for so many years, I was living in fear, of little things sometimes that, how sometimes you will have a thought and you let that stop you. Yep. So, I've been an insurance agent for 20 years. So I had a professional career, but there were just personal goals that I want to accomplish. And I kept putting it off because I kept overthinking the process. And just that experience that I had about 3 years ago, it just kind of activated something in me, and it kind of encouraged me to just go for it. Stop being scared. Even if you are scared, go ahead and do it scared. So that was my chapter, Flying Fearless.
Yeah, I read your story. It was really empowering. Yeah, all the ladies' stories, you actually all made me cry, and it was like we were all meant to be together in that book. It was like we all connected. And the way that you had put the book together, you and Carmen, Charlotte, it's like you knew where to put us, like what chapter and how to make it flow so smoothly, right? And these stories are hard for us to share, right?
Thank you.
And you made it so that when people read this book, it flows nicely. It's not a heavy, oh my God, it's a nice flow. Like the stories were written beautifully, like, oh my goodness, like it's magic what you guys have done. And like the branding that you've done for each of the gems, amazing work, beautiful work. Like,
yes,
it's amazing what can come out of pain, right? The beauty of the pain. and the gems are just shining. We're just beginning, guys, because once we get this book out and we get these hardcovers out, we're going to be talking, we're going to be sharing, we're going to be asking for gigs, we're going to be standing tall on our stories, and we're going to make a difference and shine bright. Like, and I can't wait to meet all of you guys in December. Like, I'm excited. Like,
what's going on in December?
Oh, you don't know about December, Charlotte? Does she not know about? In December, are we going to Orlando, Florida?
Oh wow! I can't wait.
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm hoping to meet all of the gems then, right? Because we got to just put one big diamond together, right? So, and we'll get everybody on Miss Liz's Tea Times, and anytime you guys, any of you ladies would like to be on Tea Time, or if you know anybody that wants to be on Tea Time, reach out and send them my way, because we're going to open the doors, right? And there's no cost to Miss Liz's Tea Times. Mm-hmm. The only cost that I ask for is respect for everyone that comes on my stage. That's all I ask for. And me, by having you on my stage, it opens a door, because it opens a door for you guys, and it opens a door for myself, and it opens a door to somebody who is suffering in silence. And we're breaking silence, whether it's mental health, abuse, disability, anything, we're breaking that door, right? So I truly am blessed to have you ladies a part of my life. Like, I'm a strong believer in messages, and there's a reason why we all met and why all of us 8 ladies were in that one book. There's a reason for it. So I don't see Mary Lee popping on. So she might be having trouble. I know some people have trouble. It depends on the browser. I'm going to be growing Miss Liz. So I'll be doing a podcast. Right now I'm doing streams. So my streams, I share them on all of my platforms. So you ladies can share this on your platforms as well. I do record the program, so you can have a copy if you do seem to lose it or it gets deleted from a platform. I do save a copy. So Charlotte, since it's your night to shine and you're the big gem and you're the lady who started this all, what message do you want to give everybody?
We're all
I love that answer. I was waiting for that, because I was going to say, hey, we're all Gemmies here.
We're big.
And we connect, right? Because like a gem, we're all cut different, right? So we're connecting. So it's cool. So if anybody would like to reach out to Charlotte, if anybody would like to reach out to Char, if anybody would like to reach out to Mary Lee, Kimberly, Carmen, Davia, any of us, reach out, and we're there for you. We're gonna shine for you. I think Charlotte is frozen. I'm not sure what's going on there, but technology and me, we just don't get along. So Char, I see you moving around, but I don't see Charlotte moving. So I'm not sure if Charlotte is frozen.
It looks like it's frozen.
It looks like she's frozen, right? Look at her. She's got a beautiful smile and she's frozen. Oh, she's coming back. Probably a difficulty. There we go. I was like, okay, I think she's frozen. So is there anything that you would like to do special, Charlotte, with Miss Liz or with Char? Or is there anything special that's coming up that anybody could look out for? Any speaking engagements that you have in the works? Or
wow. Always, of course, I have a monthly Wealthy Women Entrepreneurs. I meet up every single month. We're actually, we sell out every, so for those of you that are watching, we'll be meeting on next week. Definitely still show up for each of you, meeting at the Olive Garden. Just out, but I'm always hosting events. And of course, the in GrowthCon. I'd love to see each of you there the end of the year. Beautiful, or the transformation gems in October with Dr. Carmen out in. And so definitely we can post additional information. If you're already subscribed to our email list or following us on social media, you will definitely see it, both ways at the offline events that we're hosting on a monthly basis. Sorry to plug all of that in there.
No,
but
that is good, because the more information out there, the better it is for everyone, right? Because if you don't know, you can't go. So that's my thing. Awareness is the key. So turn those keys, unlock those doors, and let's make a difference. I'm gonna say I don't think Mary Lee's going to be able to make it. So Shar, I would love to have you on Tea Time and share your story a little bit more, and maybe share on all the incredible things that you do in your life and what doors you would like to have open, because Miss Liz will get those doors open for you. I will push hard for you. And I'm a person who believes in supporting the people who support me. So I want to see you shine as well. And Charlotte, if there's anything that you're doing or any new projects or anything that you want out there, send them my way and I'll get them out there for you. Mary Lee, since you're not joining and you're probably having technology problems most of us ladies here, Mary Lee, reach out and I will have you on Tea Time as well. Kimberly, Carmen, Davia, am I missing anybody? Yes, I'm Rosalind, I'm missing her. So yeah, any of you gems who want to be on. Rosalind, see, I need to work on the names, right? So Rosalind, I would like to have you on Tea Time as well. So all of you ladies, I would like you all to be a part of Miss Liz's growth as well, because you are my sisters now for life. We are connected through our stories. So reach out, ask any questions. If you want me to reach out and knock on a door, kick a door in, I'll do it. I'm the girl. I take a no as try harder. So with that, I'm gonna ask these ladies if they're drinking tea. Are you ladies drinking tea? Shar, are you drinking tea?
I'm not.
I drunk all of my tea. I drank tea.
I'll let it go this time, but the next time we're gonna have a big old tea party here. So, and the next time I can have up to 6 people in my studio at one time. So I would love to have a big old tea party with 6 beautiful ladies. And we're going to empower and stand strong on our stories. And incredible job. And again, if anybody hasn't gotten Unstoppable Gems, get out there and get it, because I'm telling you, it's worth it. The stories in there are empowering. And I'm not just saying that because I'm in it, but the 7 other ladies' stories are amazing. They're incredible. And they will open doors. And they are my beautiful sisters and gems. And I promise not to cry. But you ladies mean a lot to me, and thank you for allowing me to be a part of this as a lone little bird from Canada. And the journey is going to just begin with us. So with that, I'm going to say that this is enough for Tea Time tonight, but not ever enough, because there's always more to come with Tea Time with Miss Liz. And thank you, Charlotte. Thank you, Shar. And thank you all for watching tonight. Thank you for amazing, beautiful Tea Time with Miss Liz. And we're going to make a difference, 1 cup at a time. Thank you, guys. Don't leave.
Bye.